Yeah. Welcome back, everybody. How's my mic? How are we doing? We're on the final stretch of Final Fantasy 16. Sif, how you doing today? Are we doing good? Sif doing good. Audio good. We all good. Yes, yes. Okay, she knows. She knows. She's just like, give me the treat now. God, give me the treats. I know the treats are a thing. Jesus Christ. Cheese and rice. I have an amazing D&D character idea. From Harley. Alright, here you go, awesome. It has been quoted. You must have amazing character idea. Oh, I've procured some items, by the way. I have collected today. And not shit I want to collect either. I have collected 2 PS5 controllers, a mouse, a keyboard, and a Switch. You're eating some fire-ass brisket? Nice. Keyboard broke. Oh, yuck. Yucky. Jesus Christ. Dog's all fucking drooled on me heavy. Let's get into this final stretch. Huh? Fixed it. Let's see. Okay. I'm gonna get into the final stretch of 16. I think today's gonna be side quests. And like hunts. I know I got some hunts. Where the fuck do I gotta go? Here? That looks about right. Come on. Where the fuck are we going? Great Gregor. You guys hearing it just fine? I guess. Yeah, I should be hearing it a little fine too. Its name is RX78-2, and its sword glows purple. Warforged druid. Oh, Warforged fighter. Okay. Warforged is like the Transformers, right?
There are so many of them. Not for long.
What? You gotta speak up. I got headphones on. Alright, cool. Thank you. You know what's next. Robot, basically, yeah. Yeah, they're Transformers. More than meets the eye. Ooh. Is you the only one left?
Is it over? No. It's only just begun.
New enemies approach. From where? They have our back. We'll just bust him up. We'll worry about the others later. Oh, maybe we shouldn't worry about the others. They're the specters. Yes.
Get him.
They're basically a Sentinel metal golem. No, what's your reference? The sentient golem with a purple sword. Nope, nothing. Oh, well, that's why. There we go. We did it. R-34 Gundam. I don't know.
That looks to be the last of them. I wonder how the others fared. Better hurry back to town.
Oh, R-34. Oh, gotcha. Ah. You haven't looked up R-34 Gundam? Bro. Bro. I don't believe it for a second. Yeah, lies. Lies.
Clive, it's good to see you. And you. The road to Oriflamme is clear. How did you and your men fare?
Well, we ended up fighting for our lives down by the lake. Took a few nicks, but nothing the girls of the Vale can't put right.
Glad to hear it.
Well, it seems we've survived. For the time being, at least. I thank you both for answering the call.
You were right. And I was wrong. About
We one
everything.
series where if you look up
I had thought that
R34,
the only way to
that
unite
most
the people was under
of
the
it
banner
is
of
armpits. What?
That without a strong hand to guide them,
Okay, I thought toes were
they would
weird.
drift apart. To be
R34 darling in the
hither and yon
Franks.
by the eddying currents of fate.
Nope.
But you brought them together. Not by force, nor by the exercise of goddess-given authority, but by simply being one of them. By knowing what they feel, because you feel it yourself.
Our purpose was ever the same, Your Eminence. You were merely distracted by a loftier vision of empire and glory. While
Oh, you guys will be happy to know I have edited over 101 shorts today. I have not uploaded them, but they're edited. They're literally just ready to be uploaded to YouTube.
Is naught without her citizens. I forgot that, and I am sorry.
Someone's turned on by armpits. They made
sorry
meds.
too,
No shit. He looks like a chump. Word. That is so out of context. I like it when they're out of context and I don't remember what the fuck they're to. It's just like, yeah.
But my anger got the better of me.
Do not blame yourself, my dear. This was my doing. I should have listened to you. To all of you.
Your Eminence, your ladyship, I do not doubt that you came here with the best of intentions. But I believe the same could be said of us all. We all want safety, security, prosperity. Not just for Northreach.
I forgot how long the
for
cutscenes
the
were.
entire realm. And we may
Dude, in 10, they're like, yeah, you're welcome, bye.
if only we
And they
work
leave.
together. Will you join
He's
us
eating
in
my
this?
ass. Let's go.
Yes.
If I do enough drugs, do I overflow
Your
and become
Eminence.
sober?
Now that that is settled,
No, you gotta do
I must
different
go and
drugs
see to the
to where they
wounded.
like
The Vale's
fight
doors are always open
one
to any
another
soldier in need
for
of relief.
control until they
And
all
today
just
there
wear
were
off
more
and you
than
become
ever
sober.
before.
People do say there is like a thing about like drinking yourself sober with alcohol, but that's only because you start drinking so slow that you just your
Madam
body can clean it
Isabel
faster and you
is
can
a
ingest
rare
it.
soul indeed.
Yeah, just smoke a
In
Jeffrey.
these dark times, I see that it is not men like me who should lead the realm, but women like her.
You're right. If only I'd listened to her when I had the chance.
Forgive me for saying so, my lady, but you still do. The dame said it herself. We can turn things around. We just have to work together. And that goes for you, too. You're one of us now.
One of you.
Well said, Captain. Let
Yep.
this be a new
Awesome
beginning,
saying. So hear me
not
out.
only for Sandrek,
That's a good quote.
but for us.
You smoke yourself sober and it's not fun.
Since there's nothing more to be done here,
No.
I should see if Isabel needs any
What's
help
up?
moving the wounded.
What's up? Oh, wow. Okay. Travel to Isabel. Travel to Isabel. We're teleporting 10 feet
How goes the
to
treatment of the
complete a
wounded?
quest.
I'll be happy to man one end of a stretcher if it would help.
You've helped quite enough for one day, Clive. Thank you.
Don't mention it.
Oh, but I must. After all you've done for this town, it is the very least you deserve.
In my defense, I plead the fifth.
Tell me, if Northreach had
Awesome's
fallen,
a virgin with drugs.
what would you have done?
He doesn't drink, he doesn't smoke, he doesn't do
A
anything.
woman of your means could find a home anywhere in the realm.
And so
Since
hear
you
me
would
out.
have died here.
He's glad we already forgot.
It's a long story.
For you, madame,
He's
I have all
afraid of
time
the
in
ban.
world.
He knows there's a ban now, which I think I've added to.
Very well.
Hmm.
Long ago, I had a life in the crystalline dominion. I was Carla then, courtesan to the nobility. So sought after was I that it was only they who could afford my time. Alas, those halcyon days were not to last. For naive
Those
as
are
I
all
was,
reasons why he's a
I fell in love with a
psychopath.
bearer. He was my master's guard. The bloody and forbidden from ever looking at me again. And so we fled. Not
I
that we
love
had
how it's
anywhere
actually
to flee
accidentally
to.
plural.
We wandered, aimless and starving.
Those are all reasons why he's a
Half sobbing, half
psychopath.
praying that the next day would be our last. Until we found ourselves here, in Northreach. It was the
Fucking
veil that
huge.
took us in, that fed us, clothed us, and healed our hurts. Those that could be healed, at least. My love was already too far gone.
We've all watched Split. Yeah, Split's
He
fucking
passed
good.
away.
There's more than one of
He
me.
did.
Is this
Not long
my
after
Three
we
Jokers
arrived.
arc? Hmm.
But at least we were able to share a few moments of peace before the end. It was the greatest gift I have ever received. But the generosity of this town and her people did not end there. The men and women of the Vale supported me through my grief,
Yep.
shared in it,
That's a good quote.
though I was still a stranger to them. They treated me like a sister.
R34 historical
So I swore
figures.
that I would always do the same. That I would return the kindness that Northreach showed me. That I would repay my debt to the Vale.
Thank you, Isabel, for sharing this with me.
You're a lot like him, you know.
R34
Perhaps that is
Benjamin
why I have
Franklin.
such a soft spot
R34
for you.
Monica Lewinsky.
Never stop fighting, Clive. And I shan't either. I know that it will not be easy to keep Northreach together. But our efforts will be rewarded. Just look at us now. The people, the soldiers, even the Duke of Oriflamme and his daughter. All united in defense of this town that we have come to call
R34 Sloth
our
from
own.
Goonies.
And what of you? Can we count on your support too?
Always.
It's not R34 if it was born to begin with. The fuck no. Baby Ruth. You know, the Oval Office has
He's the
cameras.
last one.
Oh yeah.
Did it!
Actually, I don't know. I think that like it's purposely like left like unwatched for very important reasons. You know what I mean? Like I think that is like one thing that's not bugged.
There's no need to worry yet.
R34 killer clowns from outer space.
Will you lend me a hand? They're still injured in the market.
Dude, when he delivers that pizza, if you know, you know.
You held your own out there.
I think it's not bugged because of tourists.
the man.
No?
Spin, parry.
Wee wee. Okay, now we're gonna go check up on our little.
Come on.
Our spy, right? Or scout? Is that why we're heading over here? Our scout? I'm pretty sure. Nah, you're still white. Dude, I'm white. The only thing not white about me is my cooking.
These are clean kills. Perhaps young Ember really is ready. Or maybe not.
I don't know, Harley. Would you say my cooking's white?
Damn it. Ember, draw your sword!
I can't!
Then run! If you want him, you'll have to go through me. This one.
It's a taunt, Avis. Always trust a fat cook. They love tasty food. Hey! I don't know. It seems to surprise a lot of people I could cook. So I got this pizza maker. Cooks it better than the oven. I feel that everyone is always surprised when I make bomb-ass food. Yeah, I know, right? Every time. Except for those that like just inherently know, you know, like you or Tony, you know. Speaking of which, I need to make my girlfriend tacos. She likes it.
Ember, are you...
Hiding?
Gone. Of course. Scouts really are a rare breed. Back to Northreach it is then.
Ooh, tacos. So, the Northreach. Tacos. I love tacos. Make good tacos. I wish I knew how to make Lupe's sauce before they shut down.
I didn't expect you back so soon. Where is Ember? How did he fare?
I thought I'd find him with you. He must have fled. I followed him to Eastwatch, where I found him being set upon by a wild Avis. He was just standing there. Didn't even draw his sword. I had to step in and take care of things. But by the time I had, he was nowhere to be seen. I assumed he'd set off in your direction, but apparently not.
I'm sorry, Sid. I knew the boy had a nervous streak, but he seemed like...
The right man for the job? I believe this is the logbook you tasked me with retrieving.
Eh? How did you... Don't you tell me you breached the tower while Sid was busy saving your skin.
What? Wasn't that what you asked me to do? To bring the thing back without getting caught?
He has you there, Nazaire. And he did it all on his own.
But Sid, he
did what he thought was best. And now I have to decide whether I agree.
Of course. We'll await your evaluation back at the hideaway. Don't you leave my sight.
Amazing character idea.
Yes, Sergeant.
Well, you don't have to do it that one. You don't have to do another one each time, like, because that thing's gonna be popping up
So
like
I'm being his
crazy.
decision.
do it.
You should have seen him. The thing didn't stand a
Welcome back, Sid.
Welcome back, Sid.
You want to play a blind monk?
Yes. Welcome back. Trip wasn't too much of a pain in the arse, I hope. Truth be told, it was me who suggested roping you in to help with the trial. But from what I hear, things didn't go quite as planned.
No, they most certainly did not.
Disappointment. Ban him! Mod him!
Ember lost his nerve in the face of a beast of prey, but he didn't lose heart. He pressed on, and he achieved his aim.
You got that
Is
exclamation mark,
not
and you
what
can
we
use all
ask of our
lowercases.
scouts?
Indeed it is. Thank you for your honest appraisal, Sid. The fact remains, however, that Ember will not always have a battle-hardened warrior on hand to pluck him
Yep,
from the
there it
jaws
is.
of peril. All I have gleaned from this
You did
trial
it!
is that without someone watching his back, Ember is little more than a liability.
Wait, Sergeant. Ember still has much to learn, it's true. And this time he was found wanting.
I did upgrade it.
But I'd say he's due a second chance, nonetheless. After all, he did do as you asked.
With a bit of hard work, any hand can be made to hold a blade, and any mind can conquer its fears. But a scout's nose is different. You've either got one, or you ain't. And by sniffing out that log, young Ember here has shown he has a conch and a half. Wouldn't do to waste it now, would it?
Fine. One more chance.
I'll do whatever you ask. I'll spend my days and nights in the pit if I have to. I'll show you. Just you wait.
Daft as a brush, that one. But his heart's in the right place. Just like someone else we know. And if you ask me, we've been leaning on him for far too long. That time the curse breakers took some of the weight off his shoulders, I reckon.
It couldn't hurt.
Just don't tell Gav I said so, will you? I won't have him thinking he's been hard done by. Next thing you know, he'll be asking for a day off. Chance would be a fine thing. Back to work.
It had nothing after that, huh? Hell
me,
yeah.
This did not play out as I expected.
Things rarely do these days. But that's why we need men like Ember more than ever. Men who can make the best out of a bad situation. Remember that.
I will, Sid. Thank
Did you read all of it, Harley? The additions and all that? At least it worked for you. And there he goes, back at it. Okay. Awesome. If any of this gets to you, let us know, okay? We're not meaning for it. Okay. It's all good fun. Okay.
You alright?
Something troubling you?
No more than usual. It's just... Etta's baby will be coming soon, and I wanted to make something for it.
I'm sure she'd like that.
Back in the north, families would always make gifts when a bairn was on the way. Yeah, let the little tykes know they were welcome in their new homes, like.
So, what's the problem?
Well, the problem is that Etta's due any day now, and I don't know if I'll be ready in time.
Is there anything I can do to help?
You know, there just might be.
All right then. What exactly are we making?
A good luck charm. But not just any good luck charm.
Not just any.
No. One made from the feather of a silver chocobo. There's naught
Getting
luckier in
censored
all the
and
realm.
trying to tell stories about our
we used to say
Wastelands
back home
campaign.
anyway. Thing is, they're hard to come by. I check with their suppliers, but nothing. I try and track one down myself, only...
Only the big day is fast approaching. And that's all you need. A feather.
That or the bird whose oar sits attached to, aye. I was gonna start by asking around with traveling traders plying the northern borders.
Well, there's no shortage of those passing through Martha's. I think I might make that my first port of call. I'll let you know if I find anything.
You're a good friend, Clive. I won't forget this.
Do 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 do. Yeah, I remember that one. Tony likes turning his campaigns into anime shows, pretty much. I'm not a big fan of Wastelands. I was completely imagining something different than you guys every time. Josh in the bush, yeah, that was great.
Do you have any fresh water?
Just because I hate Wastelands. It's nothing against Tony or the campaign or anything. It's just me and Wastelands.
Or is it my stomach?
So I just let my imagination take me elsewhere.
Do you see that too?
None of us were imagining the same thing. Oh yeah, well, guaranteed.
Papa?
Especially Josh.
What is it? Oh, please.
Remember Josh setting the bush on fire?
I'm scared.
He's like, I'm gonna smoke it. Yeah, werewolves was great.
Faster!
Yeah, he did. Best part of that was the bush was Callie. He caught a case of the Mondays.
I can't be
He seriously fucked up.
Turncoats and cowards, the lot of you! If it's a fight you want, it's a fight
Can I
you
pet
shall
that
have.
dog?
Allow me.
I don't need your...
Please, Field Marshal, oblige him.
This won't take long.
You're right. It won't. Men, finish him.
Aw, they wanna dance.
This one.
Oh,
What were we doing with AP? We were just saving AP for the next two icons. The expansion ones.
Field Marshal Havel, I presume. Are either of you injured?
No, my lord. You arrived just as our escort turned on us.
Fucking traitors. I'd heard reports of soldiers in the outlying regions abandoning the oaths they swore. But I hadn't thought the corruption had reached so close to the heart of the Republic. It's a fucking disgrace. Your interfering old bastard of an uncle tried to warn me, of course. My lord Marquis, or is Sid the Outlaw more to your liking?
Call me what you
My
want.
wolf had no
Doesn't change who I am.
problems nailing
Or the
intimidation.
urgency of the message I bring. My uncle has a plan to right the realm, and he needs your help to see it through.
Before I agree to anything, I'd have you answer one question. What do you stand to gain from all this?
I won't deny that I might benefit from further chaos. But I seek a new beginning for all of us. And while the choices I've made may not always have been the right ones, I know I made them for the right reasons. For so long, so many of us have been told how we could live, how we could die, when it should have been our decision all along. Now we have a chance to put things right. But in order to take it, we must stand together. Even if it be beside those with whom we don't see eye to eye.
Certainly not the words I expected from an outlaw. But perhaps your uncle was right. You are no ordinary outlaw. I'll never hear the end of this. All right. I'll start by ordering my most trusted guard to bring the Dalmekian fringes under control. Next, I'll make contact with my counterparts in the Imperial Army and see if I can't convince them to try and restore order in their own territory.
Thank you, Field Marshal.
But they are not the only ones we will need to convince.
What do you mean?
I don't doubt that I can bully some sense into a few generals. But those they answer to require a different kind of persuasion. And when it comes to honeyed words, we will need an envoy.
Tiamat,
One
for
who
sure.
can court even the most stubborn of statesmen. You, perhaps.
I'm flattered. But I'm no diplomat either. And I have other problems to attend to. What we need is a skilled arbitrator. And I may know just the person.
Is that so? And would he happen to be an outlaw too?
Of a different kind, perhaps.
Beggars can't be choosers. I suppose we'll all have to find a little of the outlaw in ourselves if we're to make it through this. Very well. Send your man to me right away.
I shall.
My Lord Marquis. Your Lord Uncle bade me escort the Field Marshal to his manor in Port Isolde.
And I will see that my associate joins you there.
Very good, my lord.
Awesome.
An envoy. I'm not sure I'm the man to talk anyone round. I can barely convince my brother to take his medicine. No. This is a job for someone with experience. Someone like Quentin. I hope I can convince him at least.
Boy. There's so many quests everywhere. We're just gonna have to go this way. And this way, maybe?
Here's the scraps you were after.
The bearer of the burning quill is within, my lord.
Your Grace, my lord, I trust your journey was not overly onerous.
Cyril, you found a letter from Father?
Yes, I have it here. If you would do
How
us
scared
the
are you
honor,
if you run into Tiamat? Well, even if you worship Tiamat and want to do everything you can for Tiamat, it still might just kill you. Vecna will at least try and use you first. I know that much of you in this coming year. Oh, wait. I know that I ask much of you in this coming war, but I see no other way to secure a future for our duchy and our family. Yet, even should we succeed in subduing the savages and winning back Drake's breath, the threat of the Blight still looms. And only with all of Rosaria striving as one might we at last overcome it. I have made plans to see us through, but such are the obstacles that stand in our way. It shall likely fall to you to continue my work. I know that you have the strength, the courage, and the will to do so. This shall be an arduous inheritance, and so I offer you another, that you might be reminded of the love and the faith that I hold for the both of you.
An inheritance?
It would seem the late Archduke penned this missive shortly before his passing.
The day before we left for Phoenix Gate. What are these plans he spoke of?
His plans for the duchy, Your Grace. Your father entrusted them to my predecessor, the former bearer of the Burning Quill, who entrusted them in turn to me. The complete emancipation of bearers is their stated aim. But your father's dream did not end there. His Grace also spoke of building hospices.
But I rolled a nat 20!
And the founding of a new university to further the development of non-magical technologies. With the Blight spreading ever more widely across the Twins, Archduke Elwyn saw this as the only means of securing Rosaria's survival.
So, the way nat 20s work doesn't mean you could do impossible odds. Does not mean you could do very unlikely odds. It just means whatever you're trying to do, you're going to try to do it very well. Does not mean you succeed all the times. Okay. It's not like all of a sudden the magic of the world turns you into Superman. You leap from one peak of a mountain to the other. That's miles away.
He wished.
Some people like to use nat 20 as wish.
See men and bearers treated as equals. To see centuries of common wisdom overturned. Small wonder he did not think it achievable within his lifetime.
But he thought it achievable nonetheless. Had he not, he would never have written this message. Nor would he have entrusted his vision to his most faithful aides, those who would have stood with you, shielded you from the machinations of the less benevolent personages at court.
It's a pity only they are still with us.
'Tis true that those most loyal to your father were the first to suffer the Duchess's wrath. But one at least remains, and she has come bearing gifts.
What do you mean?
Mayhap it is better that she explain, my lord. After all, the duties entrusted to me by my predecessor extended only to recovering His Grace's will and arranging a meeting with the one who might execute it, or a part of it, at least.
And where is this woman?
She awaits you in the archive, Your Grace.
Thank you,
The
sir.
archive it is.
Shall we then?
Yeah.
Lord Marquis, if you have a moment.
What is it, Cyril?
One of our brethren lately journeyed across the strait in order to pursue a new avenue of inquiry in our ongoing investigation. He sent an owl some while ago, but we have heard naught from him since.
Was he surveying another fallen ruin?
No. The object of his study was a savior cult that has arisen in Ash in recent years. We believe it may have some connection to the Circle of Malleus, an ancient religion that worshipped Ultima as its god. By gaining an understanding of this new faith, we hope to learn more of the Circle's original beliefs.
And so you sent one of your brothers to Ash, a continent teeming with orcs and Akashic.
Fully cognizant of the risks, yes. I entrusted the mission to one of the most able of our order, the Third Chair, a master of the arts of combat and survival both. Though he has been silent for some days now, I have thus far refrained from sending any others in search of him, lest they be lost in turn.
That's
Yet,
never going
it
to
seemed
happen,
only
awesome.
right to inform you of the situation, given your unique experience of the perils of Ash. For as you so earnestly advised me, it would not do to abandon a man to his fate, when he might yet be saved.
It would not. But Ash is a big place. Can you be any more specific?
Perhaps.
No, it won't.
The last owl
at
I
all.
received from him mentioned a village where
It's
he
told
had heard
not
the
to.
cult were wont to assemble.
You're not going to get your
Nickelback was
threes.
its name. It lies in the southern reaches of Waloed. If aught ill befell him...
Are they spicy
I
gummies?
expected it so there.
Right.
No, they're not.
I'll see what I can do.
You are much too kind, my lord. Go then, with my hopes. And
I
may
ruined the
firelight's
fun.
flame ever burn in your heart.
Yes, I did. Okay, so
If this new faith really is an offshoot of the Circle of Malleus, then...
Let's concentrate on finding the Third Chair first, shall we?
My lord, your grace.
wood smash. Bet you it tastes like a leather
I
strip.
hardly recognize you. I am Goditha, retainer of House Rosfield, loyal servant to the Phoenix and his shields. Your father, the Archduke Elwyn,
You've done
entrusted
what?
me with the delivery of a gift. I only hope you can forgive my tardiness in bringing it to you.
Lift up your head, Lady Goditha. You have our gratitude for your service to our house and to our father.
I merely did my duty, as any proud Rosarian would.
My lady, perhaps you could explain a little more? What exactly is the gift you bring?
As I'm sure you know, it has long been the custom for the children of House Rosfield to be
I don't know
presented
how
with
Nave
certain
is. I hope he's well.
keepsakes upon their coming of age.
Indeed it has. Our father often spoke of the day when our turn would come.
And had he lived to see it, he would have presented you with the treasures I bear. Matching armbands for you both, Alas, he did not live. Indeed, he was taken from us even before they could be completed. He had intended to claim the Heartstone.
I want to know what
which
tech
each
you broke.
armband was to be finished himself.
I'm not seeing
But it
the
was
same
not to
quote
be.
3 times in a row.
And his gifts remain incomplete.
I see.
It saddens me to bring them before you, as they are. It was your father's wish that you be presented with the finished articles, not these, works in progress. But with his grace long since gone, and the stone left unclaimed, I had little choice. You are grown men now, and his house is yours. And while I would not presume to insist upon your claiming the Heartstone in his stead, I know that nothing would have pleased him more than for you to do so.
Thank you, Lady Goditha.
What say you, Clive?
What else?
Monster slip.
Of course, my lady. May our father's will be done.
Oh, I am much
Player
obliged.
fighter with
Do
a
you know where we might
gambling
find this
addiction
Heartstone?
and
my
has
lady?
a deck of many
do.
things. Gambit.
Though it
Yeep.
may be a matter of a good deal more than simply happening upon it. It is found in the bellies of elder griffins, you see. We do at least know where to find one. A certain specimen has made its nest in Titan's Wake, not far from here.
A certain specimen.
You are most perceptive, Your
I love you
Grace.
too. Thank you.
In answer to your unspoken question, yes. In fact, this is the very same beast your father meant to slay. I have been tracking its movements since you were but a boy. Were you to slay it in his stead, as men of House Rosfield, it would surely make your father proud.
What say you, Joshua?
What else?
Oh, the tech you broke was a Roku TV. Oh, okay.
Titan's Wake is to the south of here. But we must not be hasty. The good lady has been disappointed once already.
Weave.
Girl. Fly, Ambrosia. Eyes peeled, Joshua.
It was pretty obvious, dude. Even I was gonna ask for Gambit.
There it is. For
Oh.
House Rosfield. Straight home now. Over here!
Oh. Fuck up one of the secret menus. Really? I mean, he is too. There we go.
Is this the Heartstone? Run like the wind. Here we are again. Carava. If you were a tortoise, Torgal, where would you hide?
Caution, brother.
Got your ass a 4K post and cringe. Okay. Yeah, why did that go here? You try to post somewhere else? Just find someone I know posting cringe. Okay. This thing is sturdy. It was a sturdy boy.
I better get these materials to Mid so she can finish her prototype.
What do you mean, don't jump?
No, nothing crashed. Everything's fine.
Here to help me back?
You didn't see anything.
Thanks, but I'll be traveling light. I'm almost finished already, in fact.
You're really going to go through with this then?
I am. But before I go, there is one small issue I'd like your assistance with. Well, two, in fact.
If it's within my power to help you, I will.
It's the children. I refuse to let them share in my disgrace. And if I leave them here, they surely will. Our friendship would see them ostracized forever. But I can't take them with me either. I can think of only one place where they are certain to be safe, and provided for, and loved. The Hideaway.
Yeah, we need children.
Of course. The children would be more than welcome.
Thank you, Clive. I will not forget this.
Lubor, are you still here?
What is it, Ferda? You look pale.
There's been a flood in the Velcroy, a damn big one. The League of Outlaws encampment was completely submerged in ether.
What?
Every last one of the bastards has turned. And they're headed this way.
Bandits are one thing, but Akashic bandits are quite another. The town guard won't stand a chance against them. We need to evacuate. There's no time to lose. Ferda, gather the men. The Akashic may strike at any moment. We must make ready to cover the townspeople's escape. Well, what are you waiting for?
Yes,
General Kenobi.
Clive, change
That
of
dude
plan.
looks sketch.
The children stay with me for now. I need you to find Conrad and Natalie. Tell them to prepare for a full and immediate evacuation.
Talk about Lubor?
Understood.
I'll do what I can to convince everyone else. Wish me luck.
What's an Akashic?
You have to listen to me.
Why do they always have to make such a fuss outside?
The dude that ran up and warned you guys. Oh, okay.
Ah, it's you.
What do you want, Lord Underhill?
To pass on an important message. There's been an ether flood out in the Velcroy. The camp where the so-called League of Outlaws were gathering has been swallowed. They're no longer just bandits. They're Akashic now, and they could be here at any moment. You need to begin preparing for a full-scale evacuation right away.
Oh, do we? And who was it who gave you this disturbing news, might I ask?
Lubor, perhaps? The man spreading the same poison out in the square as we speak. You may believe his lies, my lord, but we know better.
But why would he lie about something like this?
Some twisted attempt at revenge, perhaps. If he had not been unmasked, he may well have been elected our leader. A great honor for one of his kind. One he might well feel aggrieved at having been denied.
Lord Underhill, forgive me, but it has become all too evident where your sympathies lie. Lubor cannot be trusted, and neither, therefore, can you.
You may not trust me, but for the sake of your people, ask yourselves if there is any chance that this is true.
There isn't. You can be certain of that. Now be off with you.
You're making a mistake.
Come
Conclave. If our words will not move them, then we must find another way to help save the town.
You're right. Let's speak to Lord Furder.
I think we'd better shut up.
What's Lubor raving about now?
Lord Furder.
Sid, what's wrong?
I went to warn Conrad and Natalie about the Akashic, but they wouldn't listen. They've convinced themselves that nothing Lubor says can be trusted.
The bloody fools.
Which means the town guard can't be counted on for support. But I can. If there's anything I can do to help you defend Dalamil, you only have to ask.
I appreciate it.
Sid! Further! I've been looking for you everywhere.
Victor? I thought you'd left.
I couldn't abandon a friend in need. And Lubor is in need at this very moment. Come quickly.
You have to believe me! The Akashic are coming! They don't eat, they don't sleep, they don't tire, and they don't care who they kill. They're unlike anything that's come before. There won't be no parley, no mercy granted! We may have saved the town once, but this is different. I do not ask that you forgive me, but please believe me. If you do not run, you will die. You will all fucking die!
You'd like that, wouldn't you, bearer?
Yeah, with us out of the way, your kind will be free to claim Dalamil for yourselves.
Oh, Jesus.
You should run!
Run, bearer!
Yeah, run! Far, far away!
Run!
Just go!
Yeah.
Yes! Go!
Come on, then.
Hey.
Lubor. Wait. Someone's coming.
Stop! You're hurting him! What did Lubor ever do to you? He solves all your stupid problems, and he keeps all of you safe. You know there's nothing he wouldn't do for this town. Who was it who made that cleaver you use every day, Conrad? And what about your counting table, Natalie? Who fixed that? Whose men make sure the streets are clean so all your boots don't get dirty? Who spends all day, every day making sure things run smoothly round here? And none of you ever say thank you. Ever. But did Lubor ever complain? Well, does he ever stop smiling? He keeps this whole place going. And you act like it doesn't even exist.
You shouldn't have done it. Yes, right.
Lubor, we've heard enough.
Wait!
We will not run. The town guard will not abandon the very place it is sworn to protect.
And I will not give up for lost the stores that we labored so hard to fill.
So tell us, How do you propose we deal with these Akashic of yours?
We won't run, but we will fight.
All right, then.
Well, we just put it on the Clive over here, and it'll all be good.
Gather around if you don't want to die.
Can't seem to fucking wake up today. And I was comfy last night. I was all snuggled up next to my beautiful girlfriend in her bed.
Allow me to explain the situation. The ether flood occurred near the village of Cheratina, deep in the Velcroy. The place had been abandoned for years, until the League of Outlaws decided to make it their base of operations. Now they're all turned, and if the scouts' reports are correct, heading in this direction.
They are mindless monsters, driven only by hate and rage, and they are utterly unpredictable. With the bandits, we at least knew how and where they were likely to attack. When these creatures come, Dalamil will have the bitterest fight it has ever faced on its hands. The town guard will muster at the north gate. The rest of us will take the south. Both forces will provide men to serve as scouts and messengers, ready to spread word of the size and nature of the Akashic force as soon as it is spotted.
Nah.
And as soon as it has been, we will converge on its
Awesome, how the fuck am I supposed to answer that?
Driven back from Dalamil at all costs. Conrad, can I count on the support of the town guard?
Always.
You're warm.
What's the health of a D&D?
I leave the selection.
What's the health of a
messengers
Trask?
in your hands, Victor, and the command of our men in yours, Ferda. If you would both be so kind,
Consider it done. As you wish.
Natalie, I would ask that you and your people have the townsfolk barricade themselves inside the bathhouse. And tell the merchant not to waste time securing anything beside the essentials. Preserving life is our one and only concern. As long as we survive, it doesn't matter what trinkets we might lose. Our riches can be regained. And if anyone doubts that, let it be known that the Briar's Kiss stands ready to cover any losses.
Very well. I shall tell them.
Where do I fit into this plan?
Where else but the most perilous place of all? I would like you to travel to the home of our
I'm pretty sure a 14 warrior can fucking deal with all of it
Main host is most likely
pretty
still
easily.
there, and Dalamil will not be safe until it is eradicated.
Hell, he could
root
probably
and
cut
branch.
down like a quarter of them in one fight.
How pleasant.
I doubt it. I have a feeling these weeds will be particularly stubborn.
Luckily, so am
I know.
So
A
you
Final
are.
Fantasy 14 warrior.
All right then, we all know what we have to do. Now it's simply a matter of doing it. For Dalamil.
Looks like everyone's ready. I better not keep them waiting.
We have decided to airdrop a 14 warrior on TM. Well, see, that's the thing. Like, what's Tiamat's HP? Compare that to a Final Fantasy 14 warrior's HP.
The flood.
What's the max damage that that Tiamat could do, right, in a single turn? And I already know what the max damage. At least last I checked, it's definitely more now. But, you know, the max damage a warrior can do in a single turn is, you know, 175k. So, unless Matrask has more health than that,
Single one alive.
I'll tell you. warriors are also incredibly self-healing. Whereas they heal the damage that they're doing. I don't know how I play this game right now. Woo! That was big old juicy number. So bright. Oh yeah. To the spoils goes me.
The League is disbanded. I should get back to Dalimil and see how the others fared.
Go back. Everyone's dead. Nope, Lubor's dying. He got hurt. Calling it right now.
All the Akashic we were able to find have been dealt with. Seems that might be the last of them.
Last of them here, perhaps.
Lubor, Sir Clive has returned.
Clive! What news from Charatina?
It's done. Root and branch.
I knew you wouldn't let me down.
Thank you, my lord.
Friends, the Horde has been driven back. The Akashic have been defeated. And we need not fear the arrival of any more, thanks to Clive. Victory is ours.
We bloody did it.
We saved Dalimil.
Why?
Lubor, allow me to apologize. After all you have done for this town, we should never have doubted you.
But we did. And for that we are truly sorry. We only hope that you can forgive us.
I'm out.
We need you,
Good night.
Lubor. Dalimil needs you.
Enjoy the sleep stream.
So, if you would still like to be considered for the position of mayor, you have our backing.
Ooh.
You do remember that I'm a bearer, don't you?
We do. But that is not a stain on your character. It is a stain on ours. We thought only of what we perceived bearers to be, not what you truly are. The man who saved Dalimil twice over.
Awesome. I like the way you think.
But I will only accept your proposal on 2 conditions.
Name them.
Firstly, that you will both do everything in your power to rally your people to my cause. If the Town Guard and the Merchants League do not accept my leadership, it will be doomed from the start. Unity is the key to defending Dalimil, and I do not doubt that we shall need to call on our combined strength again. When that time comes, I will expect us all to pull together, just as we did today.
Of course. You have our word.
And second,
Immune to piercing and slashing. How the hell are you gonna carve
I
it
will
up?
accept that if I am to lead you, the mistreatment of bearers must end here in Dalimil. Any bearer within our walls shall be afforded the same rights as any other citizen.
From the
They will not
inside.
be judged by what they are, but who they are.
As we failed to do, and came so close to losing everything.
We agree to your conditions. And we have only one in return. That you continue to work for the good of Dalimil, as you always have.
Condition accepted. Well then, it seems my mayorship is all but confirmed. Do I get some sort of special hat? How fickle fate can be. Not so long
All I
ago,
could picture
I had
is
resigned
Gluttony
myself
from
to leaving
FMA
Dalimil in disgrace.
going to town on a terrace.
Now, I find myself her leader.
Eventually it'll turn into tacos.
For everything.
Yep.
Lubo, about the children.
Fear not, you are of course relieved of your responsibility. I would sooner face another horde of Akashic than see them brought up as outlaws. I'll make sure they're safe here.
I don't doubt that you will. And not just the children, but everyone in Dalimil.
I'll do my best. Can't have all your hard work going to waste.
All right. Let's see here.
Thank the Founder you were safe. The Griffin is slain then?
And the Heartstone claimed.
Yes. This radiant luster, like frozen flame. It is just as your father described it. Thank you, my lord. Your grace. Your father would be so proud.
Lady Goditha, the lapidary is ready.
Thank you, Cyril. I will be with him shortly. If you
The
will excuse me, I
Rasgrave.
shall have the stone cut and set forthwith. The armbands are complete. Pray, take them. They are yours, after all. Heartstone is harder and more enduring than garnet, or even ruby. It symbolizes unwavering will and devotion. And the graven vines encircling
We made it with
stone
love. The Tarask
represent
meteor storm
unbreakable bonds
seems to fit.
between you.
It's a message. Father knew we had enemies both inside and outside the duchy. Enemies who would thwart his vision. Only with unwavering devotion would it ever be realized.
And only if we stood together, as Phoenix and Shield, as brothers in arms. Only then might those enemies be overcome.
Indeed. His Grace knew the enormity of the task he would entrust to you, his heirs. But this was more than just a message. It was a promise. That he would always be with you.
Thank you, Lady Goditha, for remaining the steadfast custodian of our father's will.
Forgive me, my lady, but there is something I don't quite understand. The Undying told me that after Father died, Mother claimed all of the ducal treasures for her own. Even if the armbands were incomplete, she would surely not have overlooked them. So, how were you able to keep them from her?
Because I was the keeper of the vault. Though I was but a lowly servant, your father spoke to me of his intentions for the bands, of the deep love he had for both of you, and his hopes for your future. In the days before the disaster at Phoenix Gate, I discovered that the Duchess had ordered her
R34
jewelry
Toxic
sent
Avenger.
away from the castle. It was then that I knew she meant to betray us. I tried to warn your father, but it was too late. When word of the fire reached Rosalith, I knew my time was short. So I took up the armbands and I fled into the night.
And thank the Founder you did.
Yet my duty to your father was incomplete. Not knowing what else to do, I followed the Griffin, thinking I might claim the Heartstone on its passing. And so my pursuit continued, until Lord Cyril appeared before me. He
Eddie
informed me
White.
that His Grace's will had been recovered, and that his sons were alive and well.
Lady Goditha, on behalf of my father and all the people of Rosaria, I thank you for your loyal service.
As do I.
Thank you, my lord. Your Grace, for coming back to us, for giving my service meaning.
The bands suit you well. It must be gratifying to finally receive the inheritance that was denied you for so long.
It is. And we thank you for the part you played, Cyril.
If you would permit me to play my part a little longer, might I suggest that you make your way to your father's memorial atop Hawk's Cry Cliff. Let him see that you have received his blessing, and that his vision lives on in you.
I suppose it would be churlish not to. What do you say, Clive? Shall we pay Father a visit?
I think we should. I was hoping to be able to offer him my thanks before we left for Origin.
Your father's helm is enshrined there. It has been since the day we recovered it from Phoenix Gate. I prithee claim it. For it too is a part of your inheritance.
R34 dinosaurs.
Your father would prefer
Is the
it in your
Tyranid High
hands
Fleet ignoring a Planet the Worst thing in 40?
some lonely
No,
rock.
it's not. It just means they got a different destination in mind.
Thank you, Cyril. Come on, Clive. He's waiting.
Done with everything there. What cried Cliff? That's a thing? Oh, definitely that's a thing. I promise you that's a thing. Oh, you sweet summer child.
Do you really think we're strong enough?
Save the world? Of course. To have overcome Father's political enemies. Of that I'm less certain. Especially knowing what we know now. What Mother was truly capable of. But perhaps these bands would have helped. Knowing he was with us would have made all the difference.
It's just back there. Father always fought for what he believed was right. It wasn't until that night at Phoenix Gate that I realized I had never fought for anything. I always had someone else to do the fighting for me.
No matter how fate conspired against him, he never lost heart, never looked back, never stopped fighting. To me, he was the greatest of men. And I've been trying to live up to his ideals ever since.
We all have, Clive. We all have. And we'll keep trying. Because that's what he would have wanted.
What he would have done himself. Even if it meant standing against the very gods in the heavens.
I shall be borrowing this,
It
Father,
tapes a picture of a weeping angel to everyone's back.
that you might watch over us as we follow in your footsteps.
R34 Mrs. Claus. I mean, there's actual porn of that. Daddy's proud. Again, that's a thing. Oh, yeah.
Lay you down.
Kidding me? Go to any, like, porn site. Like,
Onward, then.
Cornhub or whatever, you know? And just look up Mrs. Claus, and you're going to get all kinds of shit.
And to a new beginning.
Joining hands with Joshua. Joshua has joined Clive's party. Remain with him until departing for Origin. What the fuck is Origin? R34 Pokemon.
Let's hope one of the merchants here has what Gav needs. Excuse me. I'm looking for something.
Quest spot. Oh, okay.
Oh, well, then I'm your man.
A silver chocobo feather.
Oh, or maybe not. Though you're not the first to mention the bird around here. There was a man stopped by the rest not long ago claiming he was attacked by a silver chocobo near some gutted hovel not far from Eastpool. Most took him for a braggart and a liar, but who knows?
perhaps there was some truth to his tale.
We'll see. Thank you.
What's a Garvador? Of all the furry stuff we've brought up, that's the one. Oh, the Pokemon. Gotcha. Gotcha. I'm caught up now. One of the most R34 Pokemon.
Did you hear they're rebuilding Rosalith? I was thinking I might take my cart out that way, see how they're getting on.
I'm almost scared, but I'm really curious to look it up. I was just joking. I was 100% expecting a no.
It doesn't still hurt, does it?
Oh,
Yeah, rub it some more, girl. Let's go. Flop Bunny is another one.
Can I help you with summit?
You wouldn't happen to sell silver chocobo feathers, would you?
I deal in fruit, not fancies. But if it's fancies you're after, I suggest you try Rhiannon's ride.
Was a silver chocobo seen there?
Oh, yes. If you believe the ravings of a madman.
It wouldn't be the first time.
Y'all are crazy. Yeah. So go over here. Seeing blue speckles in the air. This place could be overrun with Akashic
Look,
here soon.
Daddy. Shining so brightly. Isn't it pretty?
Anything catch your eye? There you go. Fare thee well.
Thank you.
Just because the heavens have gone to wreck and ruin, it don't mean we have to. Let's get this started.
How do, traveller? You've the look of a man who could do with a new whetstone. Or perhaps a bawdy etching of the Vicerine.
Maybe another
It
time.
is everywhere.
I'm looking for a silver chocobo feather.
If that's the case, rumours are all you're likely to find. No one has seen a silver chocobo for years. Word is they were all hunted for
Maybe
their
a little bit.
feathers. Some northern nonsense about bringing good luck. Didn't bring them much, nor their bows. If any are still out there, I reckon they'll be doing their damnedest not to be discovered.
You're probably right. Thank you anyway. A silver chocobo sighted in the hills near Rhiannon's Ride. Come on. Tracks. They're not left by bandits for a change.
So stampy.
More tracks. And these look fresh.
Yeah. R34 Zootopia.
A chocobo was here. And recently.
I'll make it to heaven. Hell no. Okay. Well, it's good to know.
I don't hear anything.
Huh?
Well, I'll be damned.
No. Wait, stick it up your butt. He'll think you're one of him. Oh, there's two of them. They're pretty. Really?
It's all right. I'm not going to hurt you. Just borrowing a feather for my friend. Thank you. Let's get this back to Gav before they change their minds.
There's a boat right here we can't take. That thing was busted as fuck. Back to Lost Wing. Alright, let's see.
Not here.
Ready, go? Faster!
Back to the stables, girl. Quentin, I have a proposal for you.
There was a guy at your high school that got caught sniffing dirty jock straps. He said, though, he thought they were girls' jock straps when they caught him. It's nasty. There should be enough quotes to hold on a conversation. There will be. You guys got to have more conversations.
Chamberlains of the realm that they should simply swallow their pride and do the one thing that has proved impossible for thousands of years. Was there anything else? Perhaps I can fetch you a meat pie as well.
I know it's a lot to ask, but I can think of none better suited to the role.
And you'd have me give up what little I have left to do it. I told you, Clive. The people of Lostwing are my family, and I cannot abandon them. You'll have to find someone else.
I'm sorry to hear that.
So am I.
And why might that be?
What he's asking. How's it any different to what you've done so far? They want you to speak for those who can't speak for themselves. That's what you do best. If it's the vineyard you're worried about, we'll see that the grapes are picked and the tons filled. You know we will.
It's not that.
Then what is it? You said yourself we're family. Don't you trust us?
You know that's not what I'm...
Then what are you saying? That only
Yeah,
we
Robin,
will
you gotta talk on chat and get more quotes. Yeah, dude, I bet you Robin's got all kinds of shit built up.
We could build new lives for ourselves, and if you can do that...
She's a dirty girl.
You couldn't convince the entire realm.
She'd get quoted pretty quick, I'm sure.
A stirring argument. I fear that any rejoinder I make might fall somewhat flat by comparison.
I set a card face down. So do I. And I draw a card.
Where do you
Because
need
Kadena.
Field Marshal Havel will want to speak with you in person. He's currently in Port Isolde. I can arrange for a party of Cursebreakers to accompany you there.
Pee on it.
That would be very much appreciated. I hear the roads are far from safe these days.
Hopefully not for long. My uncle will want to know that his plan is taking shape.
Hello there. You know what? Let's head back, turn in as much as we can, and then go back out there.
Uncle, I bring good news. The Field Marshal has agreed to your plan.
Ha! Of course he has. I didn't doubt you for a moment, dear boy.
Rutherford is accompanying him back to your manor in Port Isolde as we speak. They will await your return there. As will one other.
One other? Who, exactly?
Lord Havel was concerned that even if he could get the realm's armies to agree to an accord, he might not be as successful in convincing those with political power. He asked if I might have a solution, and I suggested a certain Imperial Lord Magistrate turned Liberator.
One of your co-conspirators?
Master Quinton would probably call me one of his. But yes.
Another outlaw, then.
I could probably lead an
Just the
ultimate
thing we need to put these
using only Star Wars
politicos in their
quotes
places.
from the
Good thinking,
prequels.
Clive.
I'm glad you approve.
The more the merrier, eh?
Dude, it was so funny.
Assuming Havel and Quinton can solve our
Steph's
problem with
daughter
the
called
armies,
up,
you still haven't mentioned how we
raving
might
about
manage
the
grain
fucking
shortages.
halftime show, which was complete
don't
garbage.
You worry, my boy. The 7
I need to
high
remodel my
houses will be
crackers,
seeing to
get
that.
it how it used to be as a
They've all
commander deck.
agreed to make the most
It just hasn't been the
generous
same
of
since I changed
donations.
it.
Oh, of course, it did
Fair.
take a little persuasion, but luckily I had some unexpected help.
From who?
Why, you, my boy. Rumor has it that you rescued the Lady Ariane's head steward Rockford from a horde of bloodthirsty bandits.
It was more of a handful.
Well, the old battle axe was so pleased. She had a shipload of talents delivered to my private docks by the next new moon. And when the other houses saw the parsimonious old crone's purse strings finally loosen, they as good as tripped over themselves in the rush to follow suit.
I'm happy to hear it.
Now, I must be getting back to the manor. Join us there at your earliest convenience, would you?
Of course, Uncle.
Boy, these side quests are no joke at this point in the game. Honestly, who even won the Super Bowl? I haven't seen anything on it. It was like 0 to like 40 near the end of the third quarter with the Eagles winning.
If the roads are still overrun
But
with
it ended like 24 or something like that to 40.
I have so many men, and I'm not about to send them headlong into an ether flood.
Eagles
That is,
won.
unless you'd have them turn as well.
Well, I'd certainly eat less.
Says the man with a belly bigger than a band of curls. My soldiers actually need their rations. Without any food to keep them going, they'll be dead even before you've sent them on your fool's errand.
If I may, gentlemen, perhaps I might suggest an alternative approach. Though supply routes are indeed disrupted, there is no shortage of ships.
Yeah, they got
Indeed,
stomped,
they bob
bro.
away in every bay from here to Randalar, awaiting a safe haven. Allow them to make port and fill their bellies full of grain. And once those who crowd the cities are fed, ferry the displaced back to the countryside to work the fallow fields. But I'm sure that you wish to continue your discussion. Forgive the interruption. 2 such firm friends as yourselves need no help from the likes of me. Rutherford spoke fondly of the great bond between you.
Us? Friends?
I can't stand the man.
Clive, I'm beginning to question the quality of the company you keep.
And what kind of company were you expecting him to keep? The man's a criminal.
Criminal? How dare you? You are not fit to breathe the same air as this fine, upstanding young gentleman.
Upstanding! He calls himself Sid the Bloody Outlaw!
Once more onto the breach.
Welcome back. Hope the phone call went well.
Shall we begin again? What we seek here is not to create a new nation, nor to claim the thrones of those that already exist. We wish simply to bring stability to the realm that mankind might weather the current storm. And to do that, we must convince those in power, the generals, the statesmen, the nobles, that our cause is just. There will be disagreements, yes. And I imagine some resistance, much resistance. But we cannot let that deter us. If we show them the path, show them that we walk it ourselves, then I am confident they will follow.
Female prostitute
Fate of
with
the
curse
world
of death touch.
lies in my nephew's hands, but the well-being of her people lies in ours. And we must
But
not
only if
squander
she
the
touches
chance that
them.
Clive has given us.
Uncle Byron,
Now, with that settled, let's move on to the signing of the Accord. For what great
Rogue.
moment in history hasn't been accompanied by a little ceremony?
You were talking about Rogue.
Citizens of
We know.
Valisthea, I present to you the Triunity. Rutherford, Mike Will. Well, my boy, the stage is set.
that it is.
This is the role you were born for. Now I ask only that you trust in the talents of your supporting cast. We shall play our parts to the best of our abilities, that you might have the opportunity to shine. The realm needs its Sir Crandall. And there is no better Crandall than you, Clive. I want you to keep this signed accord as proof of our faith in you.
I will. Thank you, Uncle.
Okay. That's done. Jesus.
What do you think that thing is?
It was no trouble.
Clive, you're back. How'd you get on? Any luck?
Any luck, you say?
Crystal's crack. Is this what I think it is? Where in the hell did you find it?
It's a long story.
Right there on the road to Eastpool. Who'd have thought it?
Everything up there's been abandoned for years. The empty cabin made for the perfect shelter. Though I fear my presence may have forced the poor creatures to look elsewhere.
Don't blame yourself, Clive. The Blight's right on Eastpool's doorstep. They'd have had to move on before long, even if you hadn't have turned up. They'll find a new home. Trust me. After all, that's what us endangered animals do. Anyway, what matters is, you managed to nick us one of their quills before they could run off. And now all that's left is to fix it to the carving.
I didn't know you could carve.
Reckon there's a lot you don't know about me. Like the fact I'm as good with a whittling knife as I am with a sword. And that bone Ember gave me's a dream to work with. What did you say it was from again? An Avis?
But it weren't your Avis, Sid. I slew one of my own at last.
So all those long nights in the pit finally bore fruit. I'm proud of you, Ember.
Don't speak too soon. I ain't done my trial yet.
There we go.
What do you think?
Actually turned out pretty good.
I think if you ever hang up your scouting
An
cap,
orc
you'll
immune
be
to
able
all
make
physical
an honest
damage.
living.
Oh, will I? I should go and see if Ed is awake.
Give it my best.
Doomsday?
You can give it to yourself. Come on.
Blob? Oh, okay.
If Joshua's worried about Jill, I should go and speak with him.
Jesus, there's just so much shit.
Joshua, I read your message. You're right. Jill is different.
Fine, how about
I
an
don't think
orc
I'd realized
rogue
how different.
that's painted the
Since
stealthiest
we returned
color?
from Drake's spine, I felt it more and more.
I suppose it's not hard to imagine why.
She doesn't think she belongs anymore.
And that's why we need to remind her she is still one of us. To let her know that we still need her. Now more than ever. That you still need her. But how to do that? When last we were truly close, we were but children.
Of course. Do you remember the time we accompanied Father on his annual tour of the duchy? And Jill and I broke from the procession to ride up Man's Hill.
I don't know.
To see the
Austin.
snow
Who is it?
daisies. I remember. It was the first time Father had allowed us to join him.
East.
And when he realized you were missing, he had the entire retinue down to the pop
Doomsday
boys
also
combing
can't
the
die
countryside.
the same way twice. No, he cannot.
In the rain. A thunderstorm forced us to take refuge in a grove of oaks before we'd even made it halfway there. It was the Lord Commander who finally found us, and needless to say, he was none too pleased.
Then it seems you and Jill have unfinished business. What do you say?
Man's Hill. It's not that far.
Oh, true. Though I suspect it is also much changed. Little in southern Rosaria remains as it was when we were children.
You're saying I should go and scout the area for bandits?
I'm saying we should first go and see if there are actually still any snow daisies left. What would you do without me, Clive?
Can I play Green Druid Swamp Thing?
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper. Your benefactors are a generous lot. All yours. All done?
Yep.
Me lords.
How are you feeling?
Well,
Thou Beast Boy?
thank you.
Gotcha.
Is something wrong?
Wrong? No, nothing like that. What it is,
Go on, please.
Gap's hot on Edda.
It's beautiful. Did you make it?
He wants it.
We did. It's from all of us here at the Hideaway. Your new family, like. It's a good luck charm. We may come up north when a band's on
Just
the
to
way.
raise the bonds holding
I mean, a baby.
his...
To let him know that they're part of the family, too.
You only have to get rid of
I
Doomsday
hope you
once.
like it.
I don't know what to say. I thank you, my lords, for everything.
If there's anything you need, just let us know.
I will.
Clive, fancy a swift off? I'm thirsty.
I could be convinced. Don't you think you've had enough?
No, we're celebrating. I'm gonna be a father.
I think Edda might have something to say about that.
You know what I mean. Bit of light in these dark times. Wasn't long after me 10th name day. My mum told us she was with child again. I was over the fucking moon. I was looking forward to having a little one to lord it over, what with me being the runt of the litter. Thought I'd finally have a chance to prove to the world that I could be a big brother. Imperials came the day she went into labour. Had myself a baby sister. And then I didn't. My whole family gone in a blink, while I hid in the cellar like the spineless little arsehole I was. Great brother I turned out to be. I'll never be a leader. And I'll never be a hero. I'm just a daft little dog who comes running when his master calls. I'll never be like you, or Sid, or Jill, or even Torgal.
Have you finished?
Maybe.
Do you know why you're our best scout? Because you don't need anyone to hold your hand. Without your resourcefulness, your courage, your determination, I don't know where we'd be. Maybe hanging off a cliff like,
That was only the once.
Exactly. You learned from it. And here you are, after Founder knows how many missions, stronger for everyone. And let's not forget Rosalith. Who was it who freed me from the dungeon? Who was it who ran to Jill's rescue?
That would be me.
Because you're our brother, Gav. My brother.
Aww. Yeah, you're loved, dude.
Your brother.
Which means that when the time comes,
I get your room. And your sword.
Calm down now. At least that's if they are in fact a quantum tangle. Y'all went off on the deep end here.
I may have had one too many.
You may have had 10 too many.
I said I was thirsty. Better get back to work anyway. After I walk this off. Clive?
What is it?
Thanks for, you know.
I know.
Hell yeah. Gav definitely needs to be appreciated. I like it. Ooh, level up. 47. Is like level 50 the max level in this? That makes sense. Kind of weird if it was higher, honestly. That's a whole lot of grinding. This thing.
First the skies, then the crystal.
Say what you will, Lady Karen Seamers.
New game plus increases it further. Okay.
Mid, tell me this is all you need.
Aw, you make it sound like I asked you to save the world or something.
Tell me this is all you need.
It's most of what I need. After you left, I went over the figures again, and I realized I'd forgotten a 1 and a 0.
And
a cogwheel. Just a tiny one. Though, that's the problem. Gears that small are a bastard to make, and I may have lost the one Blackthorn spent a fortnight toiling over.
wait. The children. When they took apart your scales, there was a tiny brass gear. Now that I think about it, they didn't use it when we put the scales back together.
The young'uns? But why would the... You know what? I don't want to know. I'll keep working on the model. You go and find that cog. Has Midadol mentioned...
All right, you little fucking urchins. Where's it at? Cough it up.
Is Mid still hiding from us?
She wasn't hiding. She's fine. She's just busy working on her next project.
A new invention? What is it? What is it? Is it an airship? I bet it's an airship!
She's
Think she'll
clever.
let us help?
That just so happens to be why I'm here. She needs something special, something only you three can provide. A brass gear. A tiny one. One that might fit on, say, a set of scales?
Oh, the one you forgot! We remember.
We saved it, just in case. It's in the bag of bits.
Since your lesson, we've been disassembling, then reassembling everything we can find. All the pieces that are left over, we keep under our beds, just in case.
That's good to know.
Look! I found it! Is that all? Just the gear? We have more parts if Mid needs them.
That's all for now. But I'll let Mid know about your... hoard. Just in case.
Thanks, Sid.
All right. No, I haven't. 2 hours a night's not that long. You gonna be here for Ori?
Well, did they have it?
Ooh. Ori's gonna be pretty cool to watch. I'm pretty good at that one.
Did. And they kept it somewhere nice and safe. Will it work?
Will it work? He's perfect! You're a genius, Clive.
What exactly are you going to use it for?
Only the most important job of all. The wings aren't going to move on their own. But with the right cog in the right place...
And welcome back, Dave.
Well, you just wait and see. That should do it.
That looks like the Highwind, the original.
Here goes nothing. Titan's tits.
She said Titan's tits. Okay, that's funny because I asked that all the time taking stuff
it was
apart and putting
supposed
it
to
back
fly.
together.
Wouldn't be much of an airship if it didn't. Honestly, these bloody engines are driving me mad. I was so sure this would be the day she soared. The Mithril engine was made to make dreams come true. But maybe this is one dream the world's better off without. Show folk how to take flying. It won't be long till they're raining death down on each other. People will lose their homes. Children, their mums and their dads. Like I lost mine.
I'm sorry.
So am I, Clive. So am I. Sorry that I have to choose. Do I follow my head? Or do I follow my heart?
Good question. The first time I stood on the deck of your ship, felt the wind in my hair. It was like I was flying. But imagine how it would feel to actually do it.
My dad always said there were two ways of living life. Chasing a dream or shuffling to your grave. And he were right. Right about a lot of things. Not that I like to admit it. People need dreams to chase. Especially in a world like this. Right. When this is over, I'm gonna take all my Mithril engines to Zemeckis and sling them over the edge. I won't have my dream end up turning into someone else's nightmare.
But all that hard work...
All that hard work will not be used for war, Jamie. But it ain't like it'll be gone. Tell me, Clive, have you ever been on a treasure hunt?
Not since Joshua and I were boys. Why do you ask?
Because I'm gonna bury the engine schematics and leave behind a little riddle telling people where to find them. A really hard one, so that only the most dedicated dreamers will ever be able to work it out. Ooh, I can picture it now. Some daft general squinting at the words with a gormless expression on his mug. Like that one, yeah.
Right.
course, if I'm putting this engine at the end of a treasure hunt, I'll still need to make it a treasure worth hunting for. Won't be much of a prize if it couldn't even make a toy boat fly after all.
Yes, already. No, nope,
My dad
nope. She
always said,
is no-nos.
dream big. But it isn't the size of a dream that's important, is it, Clive? Only that it's a good one. And I reckon I've got a fair few good uns left in me.
I'm sure you do.
So we're not getting an airship? That's horseshit. Oh. Yep, it's that time. So. All right. As we near the end of Final Fantasy 16. We're just doing cleanup now for the side quests, then the DLC, then we'll finish it out. So I don't know how much longer we got left on it, but next will be Ori. Ori special. Ori was the first game I ever streamed, and it was a blind playthrough. It is still up on my YouTube, and it is... Well, it's going to be nice having this new one up. It's going to be real nice having this new one up. I've recently played Ori just to get like my bearings with it again, so you're not watching me like search for anything like that I forgot or whatever. Doing really good. I did an ear bleeding listen. Yeah, it was pretty terrible to listen to. I beat it the other day in 4.5 hours with a 95% completion ratio. So I'm quick. I know where shit's at. I'm pretty good. So I'm not like the best. I'm not a speedrunner with it or anything, but I'm good. I'm like real good. So I can't wait for you guys to witness it. Yeah, that's just kind of like the announcement. I did 101 shorts. I edited 101 shorts today. I will be starting uploading those tomorrow after work to get things rolling. And that should be enough to throw out there for a while. I got all of Callisto Protocol done. I got Hollow Knight done. I even got Golden Axe done. And what was that game that we played? Awesome. Was it Phantasy Star? We played for a little bit. I actually got 2 shorts out of that one. 100% is a little over an hour. What? Oh, for a speed run of Ori? That's insane. They're probably doing glitches and shit, though. Anyways, like, I mean, I'm quick. I'm real quick. That seems insane. But, yeah, I'm real excited for it. I'm still gonna do the long playthrough of 16, though, and make sure everything's good on that. I am enjoying it thoroughly. I'm about 80 hours in, so... For Ori in the Blind Forest, any percent is like 9 minutes. That's fucking nuts. That's glitched. I don't count glitched runs at all. Look at a glitchless run. I bet you it's like, I don't know, probably like an hour and a half, 2 hours. But anyways, I'll see y'all tomorrow. Same bat time, same bat place. 7 o'clock to 9. I love you. Thank you for showing up. Bye.